you and I have been around the Republican bloc enough times. Washington always changes with every new president. There's a little bit of a shift in the political culture. I talked to somebody yesterday who said, this person was a Trump friendly person in the first term and got out, just left, just couldn't do it anymore. I said, I was back in DC, and he says, it is a culture now. It's all these kids, these weird, not just the Doge kids. There's this generation of Hillsdale, Claremont, MAGA kids who are now adults running a strange government. Does the country, do you think the rest of the country has any idea how fundamentally weird and different that Claremont, Turning Point, Hillsdale culture really is?
No, and this was I forget if we talked about this, Rick, or if you're setting me up, or if we're just so aligned as usual. But I had a book idea that I was going to work on for it had Harris won, which was essentially going to be like Trump is for the Trumpists are forever. Like these MAGA boys have taken over the party, and like the core of the book was going to be like people don't realize that we'd had 10 years of this, and so if you were a MAGA teen in right. 2015 who got excited by Donald Trump and was at an elite high school somewhere, you're 17 years old. Mm-hmm. Like you are 27 now. You're 27. 27-year-olds in Washington have real jobs. Like it isn't like and we all know this. I mean, like
I was working for the administration when I was 25.
Yeah, you know? Right. I mean,
I had a real job.
Team. Yeah, like so you have influence. You're not the cabinet secretary, but you're real. And this is before the Doge people. So let's put the Doge people in a different category for a second. So like they had this bench. And it's like my point was by the time you get to 2028, those people will be 31. They'll be running the campaigns mostly, right? So it'll be people that have been schooled in this stuff
and running for office.
Right? And so there's like a generation of people that don't remember fucking Bush, don't really remember the Romney-Obama campaign. No. Like the old way of politics is something to history books for them. And Trump is all they know. And they like it. That's why they were drawn to the party. It's not like the staffers that were working in the first Trump administration that hated Trump and were doing it because they wanted access or power or whatever. Like these guys are there for the bad shit, right? Like that's what they signed up for. The weird stuff, the cruelty. Like that's what gets them going. And so those people already were going to be dotted all over this government. All right. And then you layer onto that Elon Musk coming in and saying, I'm going to find 23-year-olds who reply to me on Twitter who have no ideological bearing at all and are just super smart, a little bit autistic, like weirdos that I'm going to use to just run roughshod over government employees. So now you have that group on top of it. So like this group of people this is not fucking Alex P. Keaton. There's no Alex P. Keatons to be found in this group. It's culturally different. And I think that people my age and older, like all of our ages, like they just, unless you have a kid that's a teenager who's a boy, probably who has friends like this, like you just don't have any experience with, you know what I mean? It's something that's very different from the types of people that you came up with. And I think that explains some of the insanity. The only good part about this, the only green shoot I'll give you is like, the incompetence, I mean, like the incompetence is going to just be off the charts, the overconfidence and incompetence. And so I do think that you're already seeing some of that, obviously with Doge, but I think there'll be more of that to come.
Yeah, it feels like the incompetence is the one saving grace we might have here, is that they break shit because it looks like it's fun to break something. And then they realize there actually are constituents out there, including members of Congress who are freaking the fuck out behind the scenes right now, including very MAGA members of Congress. For any MAGA viewers in the audience, I doubt there are many. Some of your most passionate, crazy town defenders are calling the White House and begging Susie Wiles, please wind Elon back and don't cancel this Social Security center in my district and this ag program in my district. Please, oh, please, Jesus, the leopards are eating my face.
Right.
I mean,
no doubt you're seeing some of that. And, and eventually I do think there'll be fissures on this point. I mean, they've been able to. The other thing that I guess is in our favor, and this is cold comfort, but just whatever, is that they had a common foe, and you can just see them grappling around for this. And this ties to like the first question about like, okay, we're gonna make the foe John Roberts now, or we're gonna make the foe this judge or the Venezuelan gangs. And none of that really kind of like hits right. Like as stuff starts to fall apart, like you either need like one really good foe, like or like something else for people to rally together. And I think that we're missing right now. And I think that the fracturing, the other thing you're seeing from some of the MAGA folks in Congress is, look, there's the old school people in Congress that behind the scenes aren't happy with this Putin deal that we just, if we want to call it deal, even this Putin surrender that we're seeing ongoing.
Yeah, hello,
there's some
Lindsay.
MAGA members that are like, why are we bombing Iran again? Like there's some MAGA members that aren't happy with that, right? Like there's people that aren't happy with the tariffs. There are people that think the tariffs should go further. Like having to govern is going to become much harder, and like you can see them try to kind of grasp around and be like, okay, well, I don't want to deal with these fights right now, so we're going to try to get everybody mad at John Roberts right now. We're going to get everybody mad at whoever.
Trippy, jump in.
That's going to be, I think, another fissure that I'm seeing already.
Yeah.